interventions of a new variant called Omicron scare. But that's not the point. The world is prepared to deal with these challenges, but we need to find out various other factors that could actually influence the growth momentum. But before I could start today's opening address, I would like to remember, and I want all of you to actually remember the recent tragedy that happened. We lost the first CDS of India, General Bipin Rawat, along with the 8 members actually. This has actually shaken our system, and I want all of you to stand up and mourn for a second as a mark of tribute to our first CDS actually. Alright. So the theme of this India Leadership Conclave is about reforms, perform and perish. What are we talking now? We are talking about something which India needs to develop now. We are talking about a system that needs to find its new shape actually. Remember, since independence from 1947 from the colonial rule of the British Raj, India's economic reforms actually started in the year 1991 by Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Finance Minister of India. But this could not have been possible without the support and blessings of late Prime Minister of India, P.V. Narasimha Rao ji. The license Raj and all sort of controls that India was having went out actually. India opened up a free economy and the global market actually came to India. It has been a very tough journey from 1991 till 2021 and which we are talking about now. We have gone through many processes of reforms in India, but these reform processes to my mind are not that big and robust enough. 2014 till now, there has been a fundamental changes in terms of development, in terms of the growth momentum that the government has carried out. What we saw before 2014 was a government loot and all the ministers were involved in the scams. The Congress government virtually came into a standstill where they couldn't even perform. This is the area actually which India's growth momentum stopped. But the critics of mine will also tell me that Congress government was able to control the prices of essential commodities and other fuel prices. They will also tell me that under Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's government, India also witnessed a growth. True, there is no denying the fact that India is grown in a big way actually. How India has grown in a big way, I will tell you the story actually. India has grown in a big way because the world looked at India as a major destination of putting their money actually. They put the money in India because of our demographic dividends, because of the cheap labor that we have got. And I can tell you with a full sense of confidence even now also, India is the nation to watch out for the next 20 years. And time will not be too far that India will be the next superpower in the entire world to come. We have China and US over there. But look at the kind of fragile conditions they are having actually. At one point, Modi has to please Putin. Another way is to please also the US President Joe Biden. Both have been our traditional allies and we respect them a lot actually. But I have a strong sense of reservations about Xi Jinping of China, which is a communist country. In fact, they are the reason for the entire problems that we are having it now. The point to remember is that the reform process in India will grow. The financial and economic reforms are going to come in a big way. My big concern is about the political reforms. The political reforms of the country has not yet come to India actually. Why the present government of India is not bringing the political funding and the donations under the RTI? This is very important for us to checkmate that how the money is being spent in India actually. Why do the 3 top agencies in India, Enforcement Directorate, CBI and IT, these are the 3 wings have been frequently used to act against the opponents to suppress their voices. This is not going to work actually. This is clearly visible. Everybody knows about India. Even at the point I am speaking now, there has been raids going on in West Bengal as well as in Maharashtra and in some parts of Rajasthan government as well as. I am not against any of the raids that is happening. Let them happen it actually. But if it happens intentionally to actually destabilize government, to actually bring for the political gains, to my mind, that is going to give a serious blow actually. And remember, this is the problem which actually hampers the growth. because any government to flourish and to gain that kind of momentum for the growth engine, both the center and state has to work in tandem. Sometimes there has been a disagreement between the two, but not during the COVID times. COVID times actually we are actually firmly standing behind it. But when it comes to other important legislations and other areas actually, these state governments need to come forward. They should not look at Prime Minister Narendra Modi as an opponent. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. He is the face of India. He is someone actually who has ran reputation and a mass leader in the entire country at large. So they have to look at Narendra Modi in that direction. Then only the country will prosper. They can criticize whenever he makes any errors. In fact, in my opening, in my videos also I showed that how the demonetization was a disaster. It's a disaster, let's admit it actually. But GST is a game changer. Now it's reaping fruits. All the industry leaders who are present who will be coming, they know that GST is the single most factor which has benefited the trade and commerce in India. And the most critical important factor is that how we can develop ties between India with other countries, which anyway it is happening. To address those problems, India is not going to go in a big way. And I don't agree with the point that the international crude prices actually determine the price of the present state of mind, when the fuel prices of essential oils, be it LPG gases or be it the fuel prices which is used, this is actually can be controlled both by the state government and the central government. State government sometimes does it for political gains, and central government does it for the obvious reasons, because they will have to do their popular programs to run. They need to collect the funds and put it in the government. They cannot tell the RBI governor to print notes and give it to them. So they are giving to that actually. But my concern is about the middle class. What will happen to those middle class and those people actually who are actually 70% of the Indian population? They still live actually less than $1 per day actually. We need to address their problem, then India will grow actually. India, believe me, India doesn't live in cities actually. India lives in villages. Even as you speak, that everybody, all of us actually have come from the one place to other. These are from the villages actually. That I am happy what is happening around. I am getting my essential commodities. Everything is going happy. Then only you know that India has prospered. I think it is going to happen. And Prime Minister's vision is very loud and clear. That is going to happen in near future actually. And there will not be an opposition for that one, and there should not be an opposition for what. Otherwise, what will happen that if you don't perform, actually you are going to perish. And this is the theme which we are going to talk about for the next 3 hours. The theme of this conclave, ladies and gentlemen, is reforms, perform or perish. Thank you very much, Leslie, for the kind words. And with this, I hand over Leslie to take over the entire proceedings. Thank you very much.